Meanwhile, the National Treasury PS nominee Dr. Kiptoo has pledged to reduce wastage of resources in government offices to raise the much-needed revenue to fund government programs. Kiptoo spoke as he faced the Finance and Planning Committee, which carried out approval hearings for PS nominees to the National Treasury. The Committee of Agriculture, Administration and Internal Affairs and Health also vetted the respective PS nominees under their line ministries. Raymond Omollo nominated to the Interior Ministry, promising to tackle the rising cases of insecurity, however, appearing to link the incidents to economic tribulations facing many jobless young people. Chemutai Goin has the details.
As the vetting of principal secretaries nominated to head various state departments kicked off, their role in facilitating the implementation of the Kenya Kwanza administration campaign pledges dominated the sessions.
It'll be the truth, the whole truth.
Current Environment Principal Secretary Dr. Kiptoo nominated to relocate to the National Treasury, saying his priority is to wage a war on the wanton wastage in government offices. President William Ruto having challenged ministries to save up to 300 billion shillings to aid the government fund its programs.
I want to give Kenyans my promise that if approved to this position, I'm going to focus a lot around addressing the issue of wastage, using my own knowledge that I've acquired over time, because I think I understand.
The choking debt burden, also a matter of concern for the committee members, who interrogated him on his plans to aid the government meet its obligations without stifling development.
We have very little room to fiscal space to operate from, given our huge development agenda that is ahead of us. So we must therefore focus more around raising revenue. That is going to be an important area, and raising revenue will be on two. We have to look at it in two ways: widening the tax base, but also increasing compliance for those already existing.
He also noted that the struggling national carrier Kenya Airways needed a change of tack, proposing mergers with partners to boost revenue.
It was previously loss-making. Then a strategic partner was brought in, and the airline continued making profit continuously until around 2012, when things went down. I think it is good to look at it again, see what is it that we used to do for so many years when the airline was doing well, and we had a strategic partner. Why can't we do the same now?
His economic planning counterpart, James Muhatia, also came before the committee. At the same time, the Administration and Internal Affairs Committee carried out approval hearings for 4 PS nominees set to serve under Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki, Julius Korir, Raymond Omollo, Ambassador Professor Julius Bitok, and Aurelia Rono defended their nominations. Omollo, who, if approved, will be facing the insecurity nightmare, gave assurance to Kenyans that they have their hands on deck.
We will firmly deal with criminals within the provisions of the law, of course working with the relevant agencies. And while at it, we also need to look at the bigger picture so that then we address those enabling conditions so that people don't resort to crime as a way of life.
And with his predecessor having rubbed many the wrong way, he said history will judge him.
I would want to be judged as someone who made a difference in the running of the State Department, which is at the fulcrum of the entire government infrastructure for the betterment of the people of Kenya.
The Agriculture Committee also carried out the vetting of Philip Harsama and Harry Kimutai, nominated to the Crop and Livestock Development State Departments, respectively. Later in the afternoon, Engineer Peter Toom and Dr. Josephine Boro, nominated to the Medical Services and Standards and Professional Management dockets, came before the Health Committee.
What is your take on even the Health Service Commission? That is why I'm using the word bad manners. Bad manners is that you want to have so many institutions, but at the end of the day, they don't speak to that idea that you want in terms of universal health care. So that is what I'm looking at myself. As far as commission is concerned, you'll have to have a discussion with the governors because they also want to employ people who answers directly to them.
His priority will be initiating reforms in the Medical Supplies Agency, KEMSA.
It is high time that we reform KEMSA to be able to respond to the requirements in terms of commodities distribution, purchase, and put it in a manner that it would be able to respond to what the requirements of the counties.
The approval hearings continue Tuesday. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.